in school at Fresno State, and then I dropped out and wanted to go to a different school. Went down south to a Christian college, and I wasn't happy there. And walking down the street in Pasadena one day, I walked into Marine Corps Recruit Depot, and they sold me a good story. They said I'd be a general in 3 weeks, so I thought, well, why not join up? You become a Marine, and when you become a Marine, you're always one. And I really feel that it helped mold me. It made me know that I couldn't run from anything. If I did something, committed to something, it had to be finished, whether it was good or bad. You had to finish your job.
I've known Phil essentially my whole life. The story goes that it was actually my grandfather that got him involved here at the Farm Bureau, and with the old adage that it was only one night a month, and as we've seen from Phil, it's evolved to be a lot more than that.
He is very passionate about agriculture, and as well as very patriotic and very humble family man.
I got involved with football announcing because my son was playing football, and that led me from youth league to the high school varsity, and I did that. Remember one game in particular with a ref, and we were watching this game, calling the plays from the booth, and as there was a sweep around left end, I saw a clip, and I left the mic open, and unbeknowingly I said, "Oh, there's a clip." About that time, the ref looked up in the stand and threw the flag, and the Chowchilla coach came right out in the middle of the field. He was ready to hang the announcer, that's for sure.
I'm a past president of Fresno County Farm Bureau, and so is Phil. And we work together in the board of the members of the board of directors. We went to many conventions together, and Phil is just a great guy. I really always enjoyed his friendship and being around him and his knowledge in agriculture.
Phil has been involved in numerous, too many to count, ag organizations. Obviously, I think some of the most near and dear to his heart is the work that he did here at the Fresno County Farm Bureau. He's one of our past presidents, as well as serving as a district director to the California Farm Bureau, representing Fresno County.
Phil is so deserving of this award because of his leadership and his guiding light that he's given us in agriculture and as a family man, and his patriotism to our country.
You know, Farm Bureau is a statewide organization, and every year has an annual meeting of all the counties get together. And we had difference of opinion on different things, but Phil was a pretty sharp guy. He always knew where he stood, and we respected his views.
When I left the school board, that was in 1985, and got involved very heavily, more heavily than in Farm Bureau, and progressed from there and through the Farm Bureau ranks, and that was an enjoyable experience. Along with farming and my working with Wilbur Ellis, I'd become a crop consultant for Wilbur Ellis. And if anybody's helped my business career or helped me as a man, as a person, I think it was Wilbur Ellis Company, because they gave me the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, be involved in agriculture. And along with my small farming operation, I was able to work for Wilbur Ellis, work on the west side with the large farming operations, and I thought I really benefited from it because it helped me grow.
Phil Larson has obviously done a lot for the ag industry, but what I think sticks out in a lot of people's mind is the work that he's done on water. Phil is absolutely one of the leaders when it comes to the advocacy work on water and its importance to not only to Fresno County's agriculture, but to the Valley's agriculture. And Phil has been a sincere champion of trying to get an adequate and reliable water supply for Central Valley farmers.
You know, agriculture is the life and blood of our country, not just of this valley, but of this country. And we are so over-regulated that we have to continuously fight these politicians and these idiots, environmentalists don't know the first thing about it. And Phil has been an advocate of agriculture, of what it stands for, how important it is. We feed the country and the world as agriculturists. And this is the reason why Phil is well deserving of this thing, because it's been his life totally involved in agriculture.
Phil is an incredibly deserving recipient of this award because Phil has dedicated his life to the betterment of the agriculture industry and has, I think in everybody's eyes, been a true leader in making sure Fresno County and Valley agriculture remains center and forefront. The one sentence I would use to describe Phil Larson is, what you see is what you get. Phil Larson is the same man in front of the curtain as he is in back of it, and he's just been a true and dedicated servant to Fresno County and its citizens.
When you look at the past and you look at the future, a lot of people would question that, but I think our best days are ahead of us, because the problems that we face today we will overcome, and when we overcome them we will be better tomorrow. So I think our best days are ahead of us.